Hey everybody, this is James with Gelbertone Audio, and I honestly wasn't expecting to make this video. I'm sorry I have not been around to make more videos. Been very busy with work, also trying to schedule out what to film. It's been kind of interesting. But today I wanted to talk about Waves and their new subscription model that they're doing. Now, I've been using Waves for years now, like probably a lot of producers out there. They are the industry standard in my opinion. It's literally on every song I've ever worked on. And I've spent thousands of dollars, I would say. I mean, just buying each plugin. I have close to all of them. I don't have all of them, but I have close to almost every one of them. And so I've invested a lot into this. So what Waves is doing, which it sounds like a good deal. So for anybody who wants to get into Waves plugins, you can spend, they have two tiers. I think you can do 15 a month or 150 a year, and you get 110 plugins. And then they have a $24 a month, $250 a year, and you get all their plugins. And of course, with both subscriptions, you get lifetime updates, all that stuff. You're always up to date. You get new plugins, blah, blah, blah. Sounds like a good deal, right? The problem is now they're completely getting rid of the whole perpetual license thing, meaning you can just buy the plugins individually and own them outright. This is where I start getting a little weird. Now, this is kind of a rant video. It is just my thoughts and opinions alone. If, leave yours down in the comment. A long time ago, I did graphics art. I made flyers of my own for my own band and all that stuff at the time, and was really using Photoshop a lot. And I bought Photoshop a long time ago. I loved it and it was cool, but then they started doing the subscription thing, and that was the only way you can get it. It was really expensive. And for a guy like me that's not doing it every day or, making a giant living off of it, it didn't make sense. So I stopped using that. Pro Tools. I am from a Pro Tools era. I was trained in Pro Tools. I used Pro Tools for years. You could buy it, spent a lot of money to buy it. And then literally right after I bought it, they went solely subscription, and it completely turned me off to the idea. I'm not in this. This is my studio. It's my office. I don't have a tracking room. I'm not like the busiest producer ever or the busiest mixing guy. I don't have constant work coming in. So it didn't make sense to subscribe to something that I cannot cover. Got other bills, rent, blah, 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 yada, yada. So it turned me off. And that's why I went to Studio One. Going to Studio One has actually been amazing. Yes, they've had some ups and downs with glitches, not throwing in features that I feel like people have mentioned, but they've listened. They listen to the community, and they also try to incorporate as much as people want. And I love that about them. I love everybody there, Rick Knockvey, all those guys. They're smart, and they listen to their customers. They have a subscription, but the thing is, it's an option. It does not replace the fact that you can just buy the program if you want. Now, there's pros and cons. Obviously, if you just buy it and there's a number jump, like right now we're on Studio One 6, when it goes to 7, you would have to spend the $100-something, $150 or whatever it is to upgrade to the number. If you have the subscription, you get those updates for free. You also get all the software they make. You get everything with their subscription. It makes sense, but they did not take away the option to buy it. That's what makes it different, in my opinion. I think Waves completely taking that option away, it's kind of like a middle finger to me. I've invested so much into this company, and just to say, that doesn't really matter anymore. You're just going to have to give us more money. I'm like, how much more money do you want? Now, I know there's going to be people in the comments. There's going to be people saying, well, you're just bitching. This is the way the times are. And you know what? You're 100% right. These are the times. These are how the times are nowadays. Economy sucks. Everybody needs every dollar they can. So in a business sense, it totally makes sense. I get it. They're not going to constantly keep making money from just someone buying it and they own it outright, but they already had a platform for that. If you wanted, you had this update plan that lasted ever so long, and then you would just buy the next update plan. They were constantly making money. They were not making money. They're an industry standard plugin company, but they just decide, you know what? Let's make it all subscription, so none of that means anything. So yeah, I take a little offense to it. And Waves, if you ever see this, I think you should really reconsider at least bringing the option back to buy the plugin. Keep the subscription. It's genius. The subscription is a genius idea. It's awesome. But to completely replace the idea of buying the plugin, I think it's a bad move. Now, this, like I said, this is just my opinion. It's me bitching, but it's something I care about. I believe in the company. I believe in their product. I use their product every day like thousands of other people do. And I think this is really alienating a lot of people. Now, when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about the people like me who are not constantly busy and don't have a lot of coming in right now, because I stay busy, but I'm not like, Sunset Sound, where they got stuff every day, full bands, full budget, all that stuff. They can afford that. I personally can't. So that's my 2 cents on it. Do I think the subscription is worth it? I think if you are just getting into it and you haven't had to buy any plugins from them and you're just starting fresh, you're just getting into it, I think it is a great option. For people like me who have been doing it for years and have thrown so much money at waves, I think it's a big old middle finger for the vets out there and for people who have been throwing money at these guys for a very long time. So I honestly would love to hear your opinion. I know I'm going to get some like,
quit bitching.
Sorry, this is why I make the video. And if you didn't like the video,
why are you watching?